Add stream marker.
There we go.
There we go. Okay. Hi, YouTube! Welcome back to more Edith Finch.
Hello, YouTube. I'm still here. I haven't left.
Yeah. Oh, but I need to... No.
What do
Switch
you need?
it over.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot to do that. Alright,
Sappy
I am back
is
playing... last episode on YouTube's end.
I was playing.
Serenity
it was
was
me,
playing.
and we actually saw things.
Shut up. It'll go a lot faster now that I'm not exploring the house, but I will still do
Edith gave a big
this.
interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
But it's funny.
Yeah, she embraces this a little much.
I love that palette.
Lewis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
An old Singer sewing machine.
And it's a treadle.
Yeah, it is. Other cool thing about this is that part flips down.
Man.
Yeah. So, oh.
Her room was like a museum.
Joining the great majority. Oh? It's
Pen.
a pen. Quill pen.
Little dwarf.
Little gnomish type thing. There's Sven and Edie's door. So they painted both sides of the door. Yeah, Edie's on the old perfume bottles. And prescription medication.
Old perfume bottles make a lot more sense than modern perfume bottles. Like, some of them just look absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
I say this because I marketed much perfume.
As am I. Norwegian folk tales. I wonder if this is what Edie read when she was a kid and just, like, kept the book.
Even in her 90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
I'm not gonna open up that door.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
More little dwarf dudes.
Yeah.
Oh, and the little miniature, what's the word? It's not teepee. The tree branch. Look at the tree branch. Totem pole. Oh, it looked like that was attached to the tree branch. Okay.
Oh, that's what you were talking about. Okay. I didn't see the totem pole until you pointed it out. Okay, let's go over here.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune. And misfortune.
Okay, so you only click one.
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
So that's what they meant with the house sink.
In the ocean. Not like just like
But
on a
40-foot
sinkhole
waves
or
off
something.
the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
Oh, you can see him. Serenity.
Yee.
You can see him up at the top.
Oh. Yeah, sorry,
Odin's
I stuttered.
daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
And that was probably Molly in her hands.
Hmm. Yeah, I was wondering, because of what happened to Molly, like how much food is just lying around, like how
Whatever's
many
wrong with this
cans.
family, it goes back a long way.
Maybe they
Like like, how much more well-stocked? How much food did they have in that house to make sure no one ever went hungry again?
Yeah, to make sure no one ate something they weren't supposed to. They probably also kept a close eye on, like, if someone was chewing on something, they made sure it was just fingers and nothing else.
Mm-hmm. Because, like, losing a kid like that.
Yeah.
Of just being like, no, you didn't want to eat, so you're not gonna eat. And then just...
Yeah.
Probably never put up Christmas decorations like that again.
Definitely not. Definitely not putting Holly in the bathroom.
In reach.
Built 1937, Sven Finch. Wait, is there a date on this? It was 15 cents, apparently. Finn strikes it. Celebration turns to mourning. There's a Norwegian flag. I actually have one of those in this room.
Oh, yeah.
Or no, I have the Denmark flag.
They're holding a saw.
They're holding. Well, I think that's a blade. Actually, no, that is a saw. You were right. It just doesn't have any sharp edges on it.
Yeah, because it's a model.
Let's open the door. Oh no. It's the bathroom.
We're in the bathroom.
So this is probably how...
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom.
Yeah, so notice how, like, she could still get into here.
It
even
was
if
a pretty big trace.
Yeah. It's like, so she could get in here, but they couldn't get in here from there. No, the carpet bathroom. I know. You can hear the Why is there a wine bottle in the...
Edie liked drinking, I guess.
Oh. Yeah. Just a lot of little things kind of left in here. Amount of pee on that rug. Ugh, I don't want to think about that. Alright, now we're opening this.
Oh, I love this so much.
Yeah.
Also, you can see the walls used to be white.
You can?
Yeah, in the illustration they weren't pink. Like, there was still the pink tiling.
But the
walls were
isn't
white.
painted pink.
There's a secret in this bathroom.
And it used to have tile.
It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Because this would have been
Clever.
made first. I hate that so much. I also hate that she just immediately closed it. Like, at least put it back.
Yeah. There's a film canister.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
So this would be the blackout room, because if you expose film that hasn't been properly processed to UV light, it will erase whatever image was on the film. Strong sculpt. I don't know what that would be used for. Kids safe. Oh, it's a little picture card. So they're if you hold those up to like a light or use like a light box, like light box meant for like tracing stuff, you can see the image that's in there.
Mm-hmm.
We have some of those.
Yeah, I have one hanging on my wall from a wedding reception we went to.
No. That's the one you're thinking of is a Polaroid picture. This is not a Polaroid picture. This is a film that's been developed and put in a case. Well, I say a case. It's been put in like a little white frame, and when you hold it up to a light, you can see through the film to see what image is there. Yeah, we have some of those from our Uncle Bob. Alright, let's continue going down. Here. What's that? An old can? Weird. Milton. So, more booze, it appears. And pictures. Move, chair! Eerie. So this was like a little desk. No. Sam Finch. So he was a football player. What? Suddenly went down on the floor. You okay there, Edith?
She doesn't want to look at football. She has trauma from high school.
She was a football player, then she got a concussion.
No,
and
she
couldn't do it
dated a
anymore.
football player.
There's an old camera. And then...
Hi, Buck!
Hi. Yeah.
I don't want to imagine the amount of pee on that rug, actually.
The one in the bathroom, yeah. SLR photos, so... It seemed that Sam really liked photos. It seemed that Sam also smoked. Because there's a Zippo cigarette tray.
Yeah, that makes sense.
A whole bunch of film canisters. That's so cool. You have to wonder if there was a bridge over the bed at one point and they just took it down because he couldn't fit up there anymore. Because there's a bridge over here.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him.
To command center. I would have
guess my
loved to
grandpa
have
didn't
something
like
like
history
this.
any more than my mom
I love
did.
the blue wood.
Yeah, they definitely stained it to look like that. Little suction cup. Oh, there's little foot pedals!
It's very cute. I wonder if they'd actually, like, do.
Probably when they were really little. Alright, you ready?
I wonder if they got, like, a little pillow in there to sit on.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
I love the lighting.
Yeah.
Like, oh. I think you have to do it with both.
Is it with both? Oh!
Yeah, I'm like,
My
it looks
brother
like they're
said he'd die
separate.
before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
They're all sad ones. This is a game about death.
Barbra funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Oh gosh.
I had a girl in my elementary
That day,
school, and she
he
did
finally
this
made up
and
his
broke
mind
her
to do
arm.
She tried doing this?
No, she did
I told him
this.
going around.
Oh my
She
gosh.
swung around and broke her arm, falling off.
Maybe if I hadn't said that. Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up. Then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it.
Oh gosh.
I think he'd already made up his mind.
The rumble.
That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Well, I mean, Molly's was very preventable, too.
Oh gosh!
Like, if you feed your kids.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
I love how you can see the light on the house.
Like the old shipwrecked house.
Yeah,
Calvin's story
it is
felt
very
strangely
heartbreaking.
familiar. When I was younger, I remember
Because-
trying to do the exact same thing.
so many people like thought of this. Like I can think of imagining myself doing this. And
I definitely tried doing this. I remember I tried. I just could never get the swing to go up that high. So, like, this is a very preventable death. But I think they never really thought that it was possible for them to fall off the swing that far. Until it happened. And I'm wondering if they just kept the swing tangled so that way no one else could use it.
Yeah.
Well, Edith did say that she tried doing the same thing, but that could have been with a different swing. So now we're turning around. There's a little space gun. I can only imagine how many feet got trapped there.
Calvin's half of the room.
This little gap here. Like, I can imagine a toddler just slipping through there very easily.
Well, I imagine they weren't in here when they were toddlers.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Or at least that, like, that stuff wasn't built because it looks very built in mind with what their interests were.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't know about you, but no child...
It's a cowboy
No
hat.
child I know had the same interest for that long.
Oh, there's a little photographic reflector shield.
Yeah.
They use that for better lighting. Little pogo stick. Wait, why'd the other end fall off?
Because we
took off that end, but why'd this one fall off? Alright, what's over here?
Oh, this is so cool.
It's the hungry caterpillar. No. Wait. Make him small.
That's a very aggressive boop.
It is.
It's a butterfly. And it's a garage door bookshelf.
The rumble on that.
Like, how cool is that?
It's very cool. I can only imagine how many times it got stuck. And there's the insulation.
Oh, boy.
Oh!
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
I'm a little sad I don't get to play this one. But...
I'm gonna...
Gosh, please don't start looking at the house again.
No, I'm not gonna start looking at the house again. I just wanted to open that.
Yeah. Laundry.
Yeah, I think... Why does it have, like, a toxic waste sign on it?
Yeah.
I mean, you can tell Calvin was
I
affected
always
by
thought
it
of
heavily,
Barbra
yeah.
as a child star.
There it goes. Now it's rendered. Hi.
Yeah. My friend Bigfoot.
Skiing. Whee!
I don't think that's what it is.
Oh, she knew guitar.
Seattle Ballet Company. Yeah. This one is cool.
Oh, this one's so cool. We can't play the music because it's very copyrighted.
Yeah, so if you're liking the game thus far, purchase it because it's a good game.
It's a
and
good
it supports
game.
an indie studio.
Mm-hmm. An indie studio who's working on an undoubtedly another great game.
Yeah. When your first two games are bangers,
oh yeah,
there's a lot of hype for the third one. But yeah, we can't play the music.
It's the Halloween music
for the upcoming section. So if you're thinking about buying this game, buy it and play it for yourself. So that way you can hear the experience without us two rambling on about things.
Now let's maybe turn the music off.
Yeah. So hold on.
Audio. Sound effects, dialogue, music. Oh, that's so cool!
Yep.
I love the way the letter just twists.
Yeah. That's not hard to do.
Barbra Street.
Barb Street. No, she left her vinyls on the floor!
With popcorn! That bothers me so much. I love that little desk.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
I don't love that the cake is still there.
Is it a cake or is it a pizza?
I think I'm pretty sure it's a cake. Why would you put candles on it? She also smoked. What?
Oh, dang. I mean, it makes sense. Heads.
Wig heads.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for
I
her
had
afterwards.
Oh, I love those little, like, ball lights.
Yeah. I doubt we can get them to turn on.
Yeah. All the
Maybe
playbills
her
on the
record-
wall.
Yeah. Well, they call them starlets because I don't think they can call them playbills.
Yeah. You have to get, like, copyrights and stuff.
Yeah.
Alright, play the game. This is your casual reminder, because if you take too long, then I will play the game. Very aggressively.
Alright.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Stickers.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch.
For your entertainment and enjoyment, Sapphire just mouthed all of those words very dramatically.
Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up.
She also did the scream.
But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back.
How did they find out about that?
20 minutes
Like,
later,
Probably watch Sven.
how did this become public
Barbara
knowledge?
went to look for him.
Oh.
On cue.
Like, why is this in a comic book?
She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Now imagine Halloween music making this very funny and less creepy.
Yeah.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Yeah, let's pick it up. Whack! So that was probably from...
You can talk over me, I'm just the music.
So that's probably from Sven's hand.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who
Oh
intended
gosh,
to
she
take
got
his family 10 years
blood
ago
over the
tonight.
totem pole.
Unless they just have a very strange aesthetic for totem poles.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear. Rick?
He deserved
Barb,
that.
Relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She threw
Deserved.
him
And you're never coming back here again.
out. Remember?
Because it's one thing
Barb,
to help
have you seen
somebody
my other crutch?
scream.
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Yeah.
Phrasings.
It's one thing to like give people advice when they're asking for it in acting. It's another thing entirely when you assume their entire personality.
Oh, neat.
It's still in there. It's another thing when you assume their entire personality is going to be acting, like, on screen and stuff. Like, every single word they say is a line to be delivered.
Don't like that.
You should make that a clip. Scary thing happens.
Are you there? Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Oh man, a Captain Hook cosplayer.
Barbra turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. And who he was, he couldn't get enough of Barbra.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
I love how my reaction to anything horror related is to furiously roast it.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
In Molly's
I
room.
love how, like, it looks cel-shaded.
Yeah.
And how much less detail there is.
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges grown.
My dude, you gotta get a running start.
Bonk!
Very Scooby-Doo of you.
Wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
How dare you?
You can't see how much laughter Sapphy's holding back, but I can assure you it's a lot. Whack. Destroy the house. Knock over the books.
Can I?
I don't think you can.
Dang it!
It's so unfortunate. They did still want this to be kind of like a horror segment.
They just kept the bird sitting there for forever, even when they dust it? That's weird.
I think it might be symbolism for something.
Possibly.
The hook man had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Also gotta love how that's not their coffee table in the future, because it broke.
Yeah. You can also see, like, there's some splotches of something because he probably got cut.
was dying to speak to
Oh,
young
I didn't know that
Barbra.
was there. Eyes.
That's terrifying.
At
I
the
think it's
door,
just decoration, like
she
maybe
heard
it's on both
whispering.
sides.
It was coming from inside the house.
It's a lot of whispering.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Oh dear, I hate parties. I'm an introvert, actually.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbra, it was a dream come she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
You're so funny. You're making fun of a dead girl.
Oh gosh, and the ears on the back of the thing.
Yeah, I love how they portray Barbara's first reaction of realizing that
Phoebe
there's a
told me
bunch
all
of people in
Barbara
her
was
house.
supposed
Is,
to be
oh my
murdered. As absurd as
gosh!
that comic
This
was,
is exactly what I
the
wanted.
view Edie saw was a happy ending.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing, we don't know. We know she disappeared and all they ever found of her was an ear. And
Well-
that she had a music box and that her boyfriend got kicked out that night.
She was definitely murdered because she had a murderer in her house with her.
Mm-hmm.
And he must have escaped after death.
Well, I don't know if the Hookman thing was real. It might have been, it might not have been. But she was definitely murdered.
Well, on the radio it said, like, a Hookman and his gang, so I'm assuming the monsters were his gang.
Well, it could have been made up for the comic.
True.
And they say it got blamed on Rick. If you'd think if there was like a whole bunch of people in town causing problems, that would be like the first suspect and not the missing boyfriend.
Yeah. Also, poor Walter, he witnessed the disappearance of his own older sister.
Oh yeah, the person who's supposed to be taking care of him. Anyway, goodbye YouTube.
Yeah, bye YouTube. We're gonna be switching parts here. So if you like this part, please consider giving the video a like. Tell me what other games I should play in the comments below, especially if you want Serenity to come play them with me.
You should say A Hat in Time. You should say that Sapphire should play A Hat in Time. Because it's a really good game, and I would play it with her. And it's a really good game.
All right. Consider giving me a subscription if you want to see more content like this, and ring the bell for notifications.
Tell
All
me
right.
if you want me here.
Bye, YouTube.
Bye.
All right, and now we switch things over.
Yeah. The fun part about this entire game being unreliable narrators is you have no idea what actually happened.
All right. We should turn the music back on.
Yes.
Flip. All right.
I need to put these back on.
Go right on ahead.
Okay. Sweet, I play now.
All right. Hi, YouTube.
Hello, YouTube.
Welcome back.
I'm gonna start moving. Because we're definitely not doing this in one stream, I don't think. I'd have to get through so much.
I guess now I know why Mom
We
didn't
can
like
go
me
over
playing with
2
the music
hours.
box.
Okay. We're back.
So, do you think the music box still works?
Hold on, there's a thing I think you never saw
Oh.
We
here.
must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
With all the exploring I did.
Hold on, I think... Where is it? I know that there's a roller skate around here somewhere.
Is it?
It might be down the stairs.
Possibly.
Or, like, in the living room. But I remember very distinctly, like, coming out and somebody pointing out a roller skate. Yeah. Wait, no. Is it not here? Sag.
It might be...
It's funny. All those times I played with the music box and never found
Oh,
the basement key.
That was timed. I get it. I like this. Can the entire game just be this? Instead of a clicker game, can we have a spin game?
Spin to win.
Exactly.
Old creaky stairs.
I love basements.
It's probably only partially finished.
Yeah.
Mom
'Cause the
said
builder
basement
died.
was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Honestly, I think that's a very good way to get a child to stay away from an area. It's like, okay, you can go in there, but you'd have to get...
But if...
you'd have to go to the doctor and get a shot.
Yeah.
Again.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
Oh, so this isn't just like another room, that's just the foundation. It's interesting that they left it open so they could see it.
It's not
I thought
entirely
maybe she was
uncommon.
hiding presents.
Oh.
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Oh, she's got a ring on her finger. How? How is there electricity? They said the power was cut.
I
You hear
remember
that
asking
buzz?
Mom once about
That's
where
a
Walter had gone.
generator.
She said after Barbra died, he got as far away as he could.
He was a child. A child did this. I think.
He probably had help from Edie
If
and
there's a
Sven.
pattern in all these stories,
Yeah. But, like, he started living in this survival bunker when he was, like, what?
I think
10,
it's that none of us
12?
have gotten very far.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the
Ooh,
shaking
the
started,
rumble.
I didn't think I'd survive a week.
So they took like a year to build this because that 1968.
But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane.
I can do it with both. I can do it with both. Okay.
Having a schedule, living for today.
La,
I
la, la, la.
always expected
Ooh,
to be dead tomorrow.
There's rumble on that, too. There's a lot of rumble. My hands are being massaged.
Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
I mean, at least it means you're not alone.
And then one day, everything just
Oh, I never noticed the
Stop.
music change.
Yeah, it does.
Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
Mood.
I can't imagine eating something straight
been a
out of a
week
can
now.
like that.
The longest in 30 years.
Yeah, he lived for a long, long time because it's
I'm
2005
done
now.
waiting. I have to leave. Well, I still can.
Hold on, you can open this, I think.
No.
No, not now, but later. Shadow! Big shadow!
You can see all his hairs and his beard.
You know what? Never mind. I think I'll stay here for the rest of my life. All that stuff I said about being tired of being afraid. Nah.
Kind of very cumbersome to get books out from behind a ladder.
Yeah. But I mean, using...
Oh, Gunpla! That's what those thingies are.
Mm.
You put them together and they make little figurines.
Oh, yeah,
I know it's
yeah,
out
yeah.
there somewhere.
I just didn't know that's what they were called.
Whatever killed Barbara and Molly.
Rice.
And Calvin.
I find it interesting that this is the only, like, this is his waist, clearly.
Mm-hmm.
This is the only other bathroom I think I've seen in this game.
Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day. Even if it kills me.
Yeah, it really does a good job in this part of like signifying all of the signs of just how long he's been down there.
Yeah.
Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day.
Oh, gosh.
I can already imagine the sun on my face.
The amount that it did rumble for the train.
It
coming.
rumbled it because your hands are sitting on there,
On
and
the
I had my
desk.
hand on the desk.
Sweet, I'm gonna keep my hands on the desk.
So yeah, go ahead and like continue walking.
Okay.
Yeah,
I just
but
didn't
I
know if
did
you
want
wanted
to
to look at
talk
the book. Okay.
because
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
just a
A
painting.
framed picture of the outdoors behind a window.
He got tired of living in routine.
Honestly, I'm surprised it took him that long.
Fear is a
Fear
powerful thing.
is a huge thing. But like that
He
was...
has a toaster. What? Or is that a radio? No, that's a radio.
and
I know
he
that.
has a skillet.
He has a...
But yeah,
My dear, that is a pot.
under it, there's a burner.
That's a skillet is a pan.
Shut up. Also, wow, leaving the can opener here. But yeah, he lived a long, long time down here.
Yeah. So, I do have stuff to say about, like, Walter's experience and things. I'm fairly certain, and mind you, I'm not a medical professional, start by saying that. But I'm willing to bet that
Maybe she
Walter was
afraid I didn't
agoraphobic.
like Walter.
And the
But if she
reason...
never told me about an uncle under the house. I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
Alright.
I think it was longer than since he was 20. Because, like, he was a child when Barbara died, and he wanted to get away as soon as he could when Barbara died.
Yeah, so they built this part of the basement within a year.
Probably a year or two is all. And then he went down here and just lived.
Or wait, no, she died in 60, so it was 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
So, no, he would have been
I
about
don't
20.
want to make the same mistakes she made.
Ash, not right now!
Hi, Ash. You can hear the flies.
Oh, gosh. How did they even... Well, through the hole, I bet.
Yeah.
Trying to bury something that's still alive.
Just
Yeah.
very literally.
So,
Now that there's only one of us left. Or maybe two.
yeah.
I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself. And found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Yeah, Walter doesn't get a room.
Well, no, because Walter's room was upstairs.
Yeah, and it was never boarded off because this is where his memorial is.
Yeah. So, speaking as someone who's pretty sure she has agoraphobia, leaving the house is a terrifying experience. And most of it was related to trauma that I received in childhood, which...
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
Yeah, but when your fear is so strong, leaving...
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
You said it was okay to keep walking, right? I can keep walking, right?
So maybe pause for like a couple of seconds.
Okay.
But, like, leaving the place that you consider safe is terrifying. It takes a lot of courage and mental buildup. And when you are outside, it takes a lot of energy to just remain out there. So I completely understand Walter's position where, like, I'm so scared I'm going to hide away from the rest of the world. And then getting sick and tired of being afraid. Because there have been nights when I've been like, gosh, dang it, why do I have to be scared all the time? Alright, you can continue walking.
Yeah.
But I thought you should know about your family.
The totem
And the
pole has
history
Molly and
you're a
Barbra
part
on it.
Mm-hmm.
And Calvin.
There's the house.
On a little diving platform.
It's everywhere.
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Wait, are there sleeping bags left out? Oh no, those are canoes.
Yeah.
Sorry, some sleeping bags are very shiny. There's the house. And Sven. Or maybe that's Odin. I don't know.
The amount of building these people got done is insane.
Well, it seemed certainly like Sven loved to do it. Crack! The thing falls falls out from underneath you.
Rocks fall, everyone dies. Yeah, it's such an eerie picture, just like all of the lights in the background and then that single dinghy on there.
Mm-hmm.
This dark and foggy night.
It's not really foggy.
Yeah, but there's still like a bunch of clouds, so it's foggy out there.
Yeah.
mossy rock.
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible. I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Oh. That's
the way they used to build cities was actually before they built any houses or like any like government buildings. The first things they would build were prisons and cemeteries, because they knew the first things that would happen is if we send people there, people are gonna die and people are gonna disobey us. And
it's
they'd build
embarrassing
that.
for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
Beloved pets are always sad to see go.
Mm-hmm.
3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Oof.
Yeah, I just...
Christopher the fish.
Mm-hmm.
Bob!
And I've known a lot of people who have been through a lot of grief and a lot of loss, and I've just kind of been adjacent to that, and there is a certain level of detachment where you start to feel like death
Sven
is
built
just a
the
thing that
house,
happens.
But it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
And it's something you feel like you should be sad about, even if you weren't personally related or friends with whoever's been lost. There's an implicit feeling of sadness when it comes to death, and when you become desensitized to that, you kind of feel distant from what humanity is quote-unquote supposed to be.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea.
Yeah.
My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
I think there is a point of, like, yes, it's good to remember the past, but it's
She could
also
see
important.
it poking out of the water at low tide.
It's also important to remember that the past is there for a reason. It's gone, and you're supposed to move on.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night. Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself. But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing,
I I would have
I
never done
would have
this.
come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
I do a lot of crazy things because I think they'd be fun, but I wouldn't have climbed this.
No.
Like, this is a tree that's been around for way too long, and it's probably definitely partially dead.
A branch that has no leaves on it? Yeah, no, I'm not climbing on that. A living tree is a lot stronger than a dying one. The American flag.
America!
Yeah.
Ladar. Ladar did not
I
register.
never
I
met
was
Sam.
climbing Ladar.
I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense.
Yeah, that's quite the image to tell us they were intense.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
And you gotta wonder if that's why he lived so long.
Wait. That's a house cat.
Yup. Statue of a house cat.
I
Adding
wonder if
that a
that's an
squirrel.
homage to Molly.
Probably.
The drawers are all cleared out. Here's Kay's things.
Oh, it's a little jewelry stand.
Yeah, it's pretty.
It is really pretty.
He must have made that for her.
Oh. Oh, am I playing... Wait, no, that's not yet. Okay. Like, wait a minute.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Yeah. War veteran. Probably Vietnam. This is the most likely one.
I'm so excited that I get to do this part.
I promise. You'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Hmm?
Perfect.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
There's so much extra
It's
text
gonna
in this
rain the whole
section,
weekend, isn't it?
depending on what you take pictures of.
I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing.
Hold on,
though.
where? Where? There it
I've
is.
drunk all that coffee. Hey!
Like, I know that this is a thing.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
Don't mind me being a photographer. Not there yet.
Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire.
Someone stacked
Found an
stuff.
old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time.
Dad!
Good eyes, Don.
Beautiful picture.
Before you take the shot, let me get
Thank
a picture.
you. I'm trying. Where am I? Rock! Rock!
I think she's over this away. Maybe. Down.
There!
There she is.
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Turn off your imagination. Focus on your target.
Oh, dang. I was hoping the thing by the side would. Oh boy, I'm not ready for the sound effect. Get ready for sound effect!
Yeah.
I'm over here, Dad.
Look. Oh, yeah, you have to do it when she's...
Let me get behind you.
Okay. I thought it was when, yeah.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong.
Now get ready for sound effect.
Now keep yourself squared up, elbows down, like we practiced. Whenever you're ready.
I'm ready whenever you are.
Okay, I'm waiting for him to lift up his head so it's a good picture.
Great shot, Dawn! I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
so...
normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Gosh, that must have been so awful. And they were out in the middle of the woods. I wonder if they had any
Of all these
service
stories,
to call
that's
anybody
the one I wish
or...
most that my mom had told me.
Well, no, because it was the 80s.
She probably, because it was a national park, she probably could have found a ranger and said, like, hey, my dad fell. I need help.
Yeah.
Like,
we
bad.
need to go find him. Because, like, you got to imagine.
So, the thing about twitching.
Yeah, that's how he dies.
Yeah, so the thing about a deer twitching after death, animals will twitch to an extent after death because their nerves are like, oh,
Yeah,
I suddenly don't have oxygen, I'm going to freak out.
Rigor mortis.
Rigor mortis. So for him to say that it's normal for a deer to twitch after you've shot it, it's correct.
They could have probably waited, like, a little longer.
He probably should have also, like, checked to make sure it was still breathing before he picked up the head.
And before he, like, even brought out the camera to take a picture.
Being near an injured animal is very dangerous. Oh boy.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. That's the one I
Oh,
thought.
I have to play it. Oh,
You have to play it. I thought I was gonna have
My
to.
mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Yeah, just a casual reminder.
This is a game about death.
And we're about to witness.
Probably one of the worst ones.
Yeah. So, next time!
For YouTube next time!
For YouTube next time. You can quite clearly see what we're about to get into. To a certain extent.
To a certain extent.
So, be careful. I don't know if you'd want to include, like, timestamps of that, like, where that section ends.
I might,
Or, like,
I'll probably
do chapters.
I'll probably do chapters. It's probably a thing that I will do.
Anyway, on this very cheerful note, have a great day. Take care of yourself.
For
Don't
those over
stand
on
next to dead animals.
Also, thank you, Diamond Flower, for the follow. All right.
Oh.
There. All right. Now I'm gonna switch this over so it's me